chief for Ho Banque, in case you are wondering. Yes, he's the chief of Ho Banque. I would also want to introduce some other important personalities in the house. We have at far end Professor Lydia Aziato. She's the Vice Chancellor for the University of Health and Life Sciences. Professor One, yeah, let's call her. Thank you so much, Registrar, for the University of Health and Sciences. Yes, the role of assistance in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana breaking the sequence of incredible deaths. That is the theme for the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be inviting the cultural troupe to give us some hot performance. Yes, hot performance. The cultural troupe is Volta Dance Ensemble. With a round of applause, we invite them to give us hot cultural performance. Oh, we can do it better. This is from the Volta Dance Ensemble led by Mr. Theophilus Nanevi. Is the lead for the Volta Dance Ensemble. We can do it better for them once again. Let's clap for them. This is just the beginning. You've not seen anything yet. You are in the Volta region. Who? Let me see by hand. It's your first time in Ho. If today is your first time in Ho, oh, interesting. Miawezo. Oh, Miawezo. Miawezo. Sure. Somebody say A. So you say yo, Miawezo. Miawezo. Okay, so this is just a beginning. I think at the appropriate time we'll tell you the meaning of these dances and what they do in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana. Okay, so we also have some other important guests I want to introduce. We have Togbe Kuje from Bankwe. Yeah, behind Togbe is Chami Chair, also from Bankwe. They are supporting our chairperson in the traditional way. Thank you. We have Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra, also in the house. Maybe you are not aware, he is the leader for the Volta Caucus of NDC in the parliament. He is the lead for all the NDC MPs from Wuta region in the parliament. Honorable, you are so much welcome. We are proud to have you here. Also, we have Ms. Regina, the aide for Professor Jenana Opoku Ajima, also in the house. Regina Grant in the house. Thank you so much. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take an address from the president for the Physician Assistants Association. I'm a nurse, so take it easy for me. Yes. I'm a nurse. I graduated from the University of Health and Life Sciences, so I'm a proud product of this university. Clap for me. Yet, so the Physician Assistant Association of Ghana, the president, His Excellency Prince Owusu Mensah, to give us an address. Oh, we can do it better for Presido. Say Presido! Presido!
PASAG. All right, I think we all have different, logo with respect to the kind of school, or let me say where you are coming from. And so that is why we are unable to really respond. Togbe, the chairperson, the former Minister of Education, and the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajima, the Honorable Member of Parliament, the Director of Health Service, the Municipal Chief Executive, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, senior management, distinguished guest speakers, Togbeu, Mau, distinguished guests from the media, fellow Pasagnarians, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. I warmly welcome you to the 2023 edition of the PASAG National Health Week celebration. It is an honor deemed me to give this address, and I do not take this opportunity for granted. Mr. Chairman, to begin with, we consider this year's Health Week celebration the year of return, as it marks the 10th year since the establishment of PASAG National. This week's celebration under the assistance in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana, breaking the sequence of avoidable death, is inspired by the Ghanaian roadmap for attaining universal health coverage from 2020 to 2030 by the Ministry of Health. The focus is to make all people in Ghana have timely access to high quality health service, irrespective of the ability to pay at the point of use. Since this policy was established, not much has been done. As prospective physician assistant representing the foundation of primary health care, we are inspired to revisit this vision and reaffirm our commitment to providing increased access to quality essential health care and population-based service for all by 2030, increasing access to responsive clinical and public health emergency services, reducing unnecessary maternal, adolescent, and child death and disabilities, and improving universal access to better and efficiently manage quality health service in Ghana, which are key to the good health of our patients and the general public. This theme was also inspired by the Sustainable Development Goal 3, which seeks to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being of all ages. Achieving universal health coverage is not a distant aspiration, but an urgent need. Undoubtedly, we are here not merely to celebrate, but to also reaffirm our commitment to this cause of ensuring that avoidable deaths are prevented. The activities in this anniversary celebration have been thoughtfully selected to provoke the participant, their mind into making impact and causing change in the space they occupy. This range of academic-centered activities such as writing challenge, workshop, plenary discussions, quiz and debate competition, and community service-centered activity such as the health screening and blood donation exercise in collaboration with the National Blood Bank. There are also entertaining activities such as sports tour, sightseeing, jama, dinner and awards night, pageantry, just to mention but a few. Mr. Chairman, we can all attest to the fact that the physician assistant have made very significant difference in the healthcare delivery in Ghana. We, however, not deny the challenges we are facing as an association. To begin with, on the unified PA curriculum, we have observed that institutions running the physician assistantship program across the length and breadth of Ghana do not have a harmonized curriculum in spite of a well-mounted 4-year degree program. Some have so diversified their curricula to the extent of veering away from the Medical and Dental Council standard prescription. This makes some students focus less on important aspects of primary care that the PA student profession needs to know. Others also force into learning courses beyond or below their scope. This makes it difficult to prepare adequately for the Medical and Dental Council exams and may contribute to a high annual failure rate. Since the mandate of the MDC is to regulate the training of PAs, we appeal, therefore, that they ensure a harmonizing curriculum and enforce appropriate and standardized training for physician assistants in Ghana. The second turn is revoke accreditation of some PA training institutions. Mr. Chairman, some PA training institutions had their accreditation revoked for reasons which we cannot account for. We believe these same were accredited by the regulator after intensely considering factors and having met the criteria for accreditation. Our concern, however, is over innocent souls from such institutions who grieve bitterly to us about their predicament. In spite of this, no provision is made for them to find placement for them in accredited universities, but left to chance and fate, for errors not theirs. Our plea to the Medical and Dental Council is to ensure that institutions seeking accreditation from them should be critically scrutinized before accrediting them. As well, the names of the accredited by MDC should be put in the public domain to prevent innocent ones from falling into traps that they would later regret. Mr. Chairman, high failure rate of PAs during the Medical and Dental Council examination. The MDC examination record high rate of failure of these who successfully graduate from their respective institutions and sit for the examination. The contributing factor to this are obscure for us, in as much as we encourage our fellow colleagues to put in their best during the examination, during the training. We also call on our regulator, PA training institutions, and other stakeholders to probe into this and find lasting solutions to the challenging problems. Mr. Chairman, newly qualified physician assistants who are posted to various hospitals across the country do their mandatory 1-year internship are put on national service allowance rather than internship allowance. Physician assistant interns, like house officers, perform tasks and responsibilities that cannot be equated to any other graduate who is doing national service. They run 9 shifts, respond to on-call duties, do weekend and holiday duties, which routinely a national service personnel would not do. The scope of work or practice of the physician assistant is very intense, hence the national service allowance does not commensurate their work outputs. Our mother association has petitioned the Ministry of Health on this subject and we wish to echo it more. Mr. Chairman, delay in posting of qualified physician assistant. A great chasm has been created for the past 5 years in the posting of qualified and fully licensed PAs. Over 2,000 PAs sit home currently without rendering service to the patient who needs their service entirely. Most have resorted to casual jobs which are greatly potent to efface their knowledge and skills. The recent picketing by PAs at the Ministry of Health to register their displeasure about the unfair treatment government has subjected them for the past 3 years is evidence of this fact. This led to the Ghana Police Service putting 7 of our gallant men behind bars simply for demanding what is rightfully due them. In spite of this, Mr. Chairman, coupled with the industrial strike action embarked on by the Mother Association, the Ghana Physician Assistant Association and the Graduate Physician Assistant Association seems unyielding on this ongoing deliberation subjugation. We wish to use this humble medium to appeal to the government and other stakeholders of health that we as PA students are seeing all this our seniors are going through and are afraid of our future, which currently sits in anticipation jeopardy and without hope. Mr. Chairman, to conclude, lack of well-defined career progression pathway for physician assistant, which I understand and I know my students here are very much interested in it. The ultimate aspiration of every physician assistant or every professional is to have an enabling environment that offers the opportunity for advancement in their chosen profession. However, that is not the case when it comes to the physician assistant profession in Ghana. The PA profession has become unattractive with bleak future in terms of career advancement and other career-related opportunities. Apart from the graduate entry into the medical program that offers the opportunity for the physician assistant and other healthcare professionals to be trained for 4 years to become medical doctors, there exists no other clear career pathway for the physician assistant. Because of this stagnation, physician assistants offer postgraduate studies in other health programs in order to remain relevant in the healthcare system. Comparatively, Mr. Chairman, globally and in some part of Africa, like Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, Zambia, Tanzania, Sudan, United States of America, and Malaysia, have specialty areas such as emergency medicine, traumatology, psychiatry, dermatology, basic surgery, and child health program that has been mounted for physician assistant clinical officers as part of the tax shifting system to augment essential service delivery in Ghana. There is not an attempt for us to nag about our problems, but we are only inquisitive as to ask, why is it not so in Ghana? Mr. Chairman, I would like to conclude by saying that if we all play our role effectively, the issues of avoidable death would become a thing of the past. Let us play our role as physician assistant. I want to encourage my colleague students that this week's celebration is designed for you to build your capacity and to help collaborate and put things together and present a well-meaning document to the ministry to look into our matter and our profession as a physician assistant. Together, we can achieve a universal health coverage by 2023 and break the sequence of avoidable death in Ghana. Long live the Physician Assistant Students Association of Ghana. Long live the Ghana Physician Assistant Association. Long live the University of Health and Allied Science. Long live our mother Ghana. Thank you.
Oh, do better, do it better, do it better. His Excellency Prince Owusu Mensah, the President for the Physician Assistant Student Association of Ghana. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so we'll be taking some solidarity messages from some of our invited guests. And to do the first person to give us a solidarity message is Mr. Ayamba Peter. Let's watch his profile video.
Meet Peter Kodugu Ayamba, a dedicated healthcare professional with a rich educational background, including a diploma in RGN, an advanced diploma, a BSc in public health, and an MPhil in community health and development. Peter has over 2 decades of experience, beginning at Congo Health Center and progressing to leadership roles at St. Lucas Health Center and Martyrs of Uganda Center. His remarkable journey includes serving as a primary healthcare coordinator and project coordinator for the Catholic Health Service, Navrungo Bogatanga Diocese, from 2016 to 2023. Now, as a health director for the Catholic Health Service Trust, Peter continues his impactful work in community health and development, leaving a lasting legacy of dedication and service. At St. Lucas Health Center and Martyrs of Uganda Center. His remarkable journey includes serving as the primary healthcare coordinator and project coordinator for the Catholic Health Service, Navrungo Bogatanga Diocese, from 2016 to 2023. Now, as a health director for the Catholic Health Service Trust, Peter continues his impactful work in community health and development, leaving a lasting legacy of dedication and service.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, we welcome Mr. Peter to give us the solidarity message. All right, Mr. Peter, I'm told he's just stepped out or something. We'll take from the representative of the regional minister, Dr. Christiantus Kubio. You give us a solidarity message instead of the Volta regional minister. Rounds of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Rounds of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Togbe Chair, as the MC indicated, I'm stepping in for the Honorable Regional Minister, Honorable Dr. Archibald Yao Lecha, who would have loved to be here, but this morning, an equally important activity took him away, and he asked me to step in his shoes to deliver this message on his behalf. He recognizes the protocols, and for once of time, even though I'm reading the speech on his behalf, he acknowledges the presence of this house. So, to which the minister sends his warm regards, and it is his pleasure to be part of this ceremony. And he says he's happy to be invited as the guest of honor to the opening ceremony of the Physician Assistants Association of Ghana Week celebration. First and foremost, I'm reading his speech. First and foremost, on behalf of the Volta Regional Coordinating Council and the chiefs and people of our honorable region, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Vice Chancellor of UHAS, PASAG, and other stakeholders for the honor and invitation to address this distinguished gathering. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this event themed the role of physician assistants in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana, breaking the sequence of avoidable death, echoes a shared obligation to advancing healthcare in our nation. I wish to acknowledge and commend the efforts of physician assistants in Ghana for their collaboration with government towards achieving universal health coverage. The government recognizes the invaluable role that physician assistants play in the healthcare system and is dedicated to working hand in hand with you to ensure the success of this critical endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, our government has implemented policies aimed at strengthening the healthcare sector and enhancing the capacity of healthcare professionals. Initiatives such as increased investment in healthcare infrastructure, the Agenda 111, the expansion of health services, and the continuous professional development of healthcare workers, including physician assistants, are testament to our commitment to universal health coverage. The government acknowledges the significance of collaborative efforts with healthcare professionals to address the challenges in our healthcare system. Physician assistants, being at the front line of patient care, are integral partners in these endeavors. The government values your expertise dedication, and the unique perspective you bring to the table as we collectively work towards the goal of universal health coverage. As aspiring healthcare leaders, I encourage you to actively engage with the ongoing initiatives, share your insights, and contribute to the dialogue on improving healthcare delivery in our region and across the nation. Your active participation is crucial in shaping policies that resonate with the realities on the ground. I am confident that the collaboration between the government and physician assistants will continue to yield positive results, creating a healthcare system that is accessible, equitable, and responsive to the needs of our diverse population. Distinguished invited guests, I wish to extend my best wishes for a successful Physician Assistants Association Week celebration. May our deliberations and engagements contribute to the collective journey towards universal health coverage and breaking the sequence of avoidable deaths in Ghana. On this note, I wish to once again, on behalf of the Volta Regional Coordinating Council, the chiefs and people of the Volta region, and on my own behalf, express our appreciation to the Vice Chancellor of UHAS, PASAG, and other stakeholders for the kind invitation and the opportunity to address you. Akpe Nami. I thank you all for your kind attention, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Yes, of course, we are going to take a message from the Vice Chancellor of the University of Health and Life Sciences. Let's take a minute and watch the profile video. Let's clap as the video. We can be clapping for Prof. Yes, she's our mother.
Marking a milestone as one of Ghana's few female university vice chancellors with a stellar educational journey, including a PhD in nursing from the University of the Western Cape. Professor Asiato brings 21 years of rich academic experience.
Introducing Professor Asiato, PhD Vice Chancellor in University of Health and Life Sciences in August 2023, marking a milestone of one of Ghana's few university vice chancellors with a stellar educational journey, including a PhD in nursing from the University of the Western Cape. Professor Asiato brings 21 years of rich academic health with key
publications in international journals and research collaborations spanning multiple countries. Recognized with numerous awards, her commitment to excellence shines through her 70-plus articles and leadership in curriculum development. Join us in celebrating Professor Lydia Asiato, a trailblazer in nursing, education, and global research.
Thank you. We can do it for Prof. Thank you so much for Professor. Yes, of course, it is not about the assistant attached to the name, but the service. You know you are in who, right? When you come to Volta, there is a dance that we used to welcome you. We'll take that from the cultural troupe quickly. And after the dance, I'll ask you the name of that dance. Thank you. Necho, Mijo, Neho. Oh, we can clap for them while they prepare to come. You Beto, fire. I can see some people doing like this. I can see people throwing their hands, nodding their heads, trying to shake the body small. Do you want to dance small or something? Okay. So, they are coming to give us again 3 minutes. You can be on your feet. You can come here if you like and shake your body. Let's make use of the musculoskeletal system. 3 minutes. So you can do a dance if you like. Please, you can join us. You can help us dance. Thank you. Shake your body. I like what you're doing out there. Check it out. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. Yes, he deserves an award. Yes. I like what I'm seeing. Make yourself comfortable. Dance some. You can if you want. You can join them if you want. You can join them if you want. This is Chimatwe. Chimatwe. Thank you. Everyone. Nacho. Alieve. Akpayelo. Yue. Alimela. Boboreji, Boboreji, Boboreji. Thank you so much, Water Dance Assemble. So, who can give me the name of the dance for an award? Eh? What? What? Thank you. So this is Bobowo dance. It has been thought to have cured dysmenorrhea in women. Oh, you don't know? Okay. So the ladies here, if you are having menstrual cramps, just get the Bobowo dance on your machine, or your phone. Play. Play. Just play and dance. You'll be cured. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we will take a message from the GPA president, Mr. Peter. He's been here now for some time. We introduced him earlier, but then he has now joined us. Let's clap for him and take his profile video.
Meet Peter Kodogu Ayamba, a dedicated healthcare professional with a rich educational background. A dedicated healthcare professional with a rich educational background, including a diploma in RGN, an advanced diploma, a BSc in public health, and an MPhil in community health and development. Peter has over 2 decades of experience, beginning at Congo Health Center and progressing to leadership roles at St. Lucas Health Center and Martyrs of Uganda Center. His remarkable journey includes serving as a primary healthcare coordinator and project coordinator for the Catholic Health Service, Navrungu Mogatanga Diocese, from 2016 to 2023. Now, as a health director for the Catholic Health Service Trust, Peter continues his impactful work in community health and development, leaving a lasting legacy of dedication and service.
Nana Chairman, I want to sincerely apologize for coming in late. It is said that if you are in a city or if you are from a village and you get to the city, you are likely to get missing. If you are also from the city and you get to the village, the same thing applies, and that is our situation. So I want to apologize and stand on the already existing protocol to present my fraternal message. So I send you greetings from the Ghana Physician Assistant Association. I extend our warmest fraternal wishes to each and every one of you here on the occasion of your week's celebration. This year's theme, the role of the physician assistant in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana, breaking the sequence of avoidable death, resonates profoundly with the essence of our noble profession. It underscores the pivotal role that physician assistants play in advancing healthcare accessibility and eliminating preventable death. Your dedication to understanding and addressing the healthcare challenges facing our nation is commendable. The journey towards universal health coverage requires collaboration, innovation, and a steadfast commitment to breaking barriers. As future healthcare leaders, your role is pivotal in shaping the trajectory of healthcare delivery in Ghana. Throughout the celebration, I encourage you to engage in meaningful discussion, share insights, and foster a sense of unity among your peers. Embrace the spirit of learning and collaboration as you delve into the intricacies of our profession and its contribution to the goal of achieving universal health coverage. In the face of the challenges as outlined by the National President that accompany our noble profession, I implore each and every one of you to remain resolute and motivated. The journey towards achieving universal health coverage is not without obstacles, but it is during these difficult times that the strength of our character and the depth of our commitment is truly tested. As aspiring physician assistants, you are the future pillars of healthcare in Ghana. Let passion be your guiding force, driving you to overcome hurdles and navigate uncharted territories. Your dedication to breaking the sequence of avoidable death is not just a profession, it is a calling. A calling that demands resilience, perseverance, and unwavering commitment. In the face of adversities, remember the profound impact that you have on the lives of those in need. Let your passion fuel your determination to make a difference even when the path seems difficult. Embrace the challenges as opportunities for growth and let them strengthen your resolve to contribute meaningfully to the realization of universal health coverage in our beloved nation. Together as a united front of passionate and motivated physician assistants, you have the power to transform healthcare and leave an indelible mark on the lives of countless individuals. Let this celebration serve as a reminder for the profound responsibility you carry and the immense potential within each of you. Stay resolute, stay motivated, and let your passion be the beacon that guides you through the challenging yet rewarding journey of being a physician assistant. May this celebration inspire you to uphold the highest standard of professionalism, compassion, and the excellence in your journey as aspiring physician assistant. Together, let us work tirelessly to break the sequence of avoidable deaths and pave the way for a healthier and more equitable future for all. I wish you a successful and enlightening PA Health Week celebration as you continue with the rest of the activities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your message. We'll take some message from Toby. Oh, say Toby. Say Toby. Toby. In Volta, Toby means two things. It's either you are a chief or you are an old man. Or you are a grandparent. So if they refer to you as Tommy, it means that you are either having a grandchild, so your grandchildren will call you Tommy, or you are an old man to refer to you as Tommy. But if you are a chief, they refer you to as Tommy. Do you have a difference? Thank you. So we take a fraternal message from Tommy. The fourth of Hope and Ndi afiameto the view.
passionate and skilled healthcare professional now and ever. We are grateful for the commitment you shown in pursuing a career in medicine. The role as a physician assistant is vital in providing quality care and support to patients. Professor said that I think when we go to the hospital, something scares or I don't go to the hospital. If when the mood in which the doctor or how we are supposed to pursue our cause. We have to help the people like I said. We are the media. You are here today for ourselves, and we are calling you just we stand to serve us and scare us away. And to that so we can create a safe environment for everyone, especially in health field. When we enter there, we expect to tell you a lot about ourselves, but then some of you can. So I will want us to take note of that as Professor also said, we should work on that. And you being a physician assistant, you can do more than everyone. As she said, you have a lot of ways, thousand ways of doing things, even by yourself. Whosoever you are seeing today, seated by you, might be a change for you tomorrow, might be a change for the world. So we have to create a network of preparation today for tomorrow. That is why she earlier said that when you are seated with someone that you are from the same school with, then there is something wrong. You know how to do that. Let's network. Let's put up ourselves in a way that we can help our country, Ghana, we can help our communities, we can help generations to come as well. Let's give them the pathway that even if assistance, I can best to roll in the medical field and somebody will use you as a role model to attain that. I want to say very grateful for giving this short speech from our council to you. Enjoy your stay. Don't fear. Feel free. But please, let's put out our best to pursue our cause with diligence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Akpe, akpe, akpe. Miole dowa, miole doji. Togbe akpe aga ufonulo, ufonu kaka. Yes, we want to introduce some other personalities in our midst. We have Miss Delphia Fafa Agbao. She is the Regional Women's Commissioner of Volta Region NDC. She's also in the house. We also have Mr. Emmanuel Senyo Agbenyo. He is the PRO for the Volta Regional Coordinating Council. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Cyril Kafui Balame from Data Bank is also in the house. Mr. Peter Eiram Kwenyefu is the General Secretary for the Ghana Physicians Association. Mr. Emmanuel Yao Apia, ex-president for the Ghana Physician Assistants Association, former president, is also in the house. Thank you so much for coming. He's also the CEO of APFAM Medical Center and also a board member or board of trustees for the Ghana Physician Assistants Association. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking the keynote address from our keynote speaker, But before then, we also have a queen in the house, Queen Dinah Deku. She is the face of PASAG 2022. Oh, we want to see her and give her some. Okay. Of course, there are also a group of ladies who are contesting to take her away from that seat. We want to see them, queens. Oh, let's see you and give us a wave. Okay. So one of them will become the face of PASAG 2023. We'll take the profile video for the keynote speaker briefly, and we'll hear from her. With a round of applause, let's welcome the media team to give us.
Professor Jane Nana,
Introduce
Professor
Professor Nana
in Cape Coast, Ghana, a trailblazer. She made history as the first female vice chancellor of a state university. In 2008, she led the University of Cape Coast with distinction. A distinguished academic, she holds a bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degree from York University in Toronto. Professor Opoku Agyeman has served in various roles, including as Ghana's Minister of Education from 2013 to 2017. Her impact extends globally, from presenting at the United Nations to representing Ghana on UNESCO's executive board. Recognized for her outstanding contributions, she has received honorary degrees and awards for global leadership. Join us in welcoming the Chancellor of the Women's University of Africa in Zimbabwe, a fellow of esteemed institution, and a true advocate for international education.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all right, thank you. Thank you all very much. Let me begin by addressing our chair, Toby, and his entourage. To go on to my beloved sister, the Vice Chancellor of this university, and everybody else who is here, including my MP, my beloved students. It's always a joy to be back on campus. Actually, you extended this invitation to His Excellency, the former President of this Republic, who has been taken elsewhere in the same country and has asked me to step in for him. And I gladly accepted the call because for many reasons, including the fact that as Vice Chancellor those days, I joined my colleague Vice Chancellors to accept the invitation to come and witness the sword cutting of a new university, UHAS. And I didn't know then that part of my task in future was going to be to ensure that this university was completed. That was when I became, that was when I was privileged to be made Minister for Education. So I used to come here quite often, speaking with everybody and so on. And thank God we were able to get the job done. And this job was done with the assistance of many, many, many people. Of course, I couldn't have done it alone. My deputies, the directors, the contractor, the people. And I remember once, the first time I came and I wanted to see the one in charge of the whole project. And I saw some non-Ghanaians and I wanted to know, so where are my Ghanaian workers in this project? And insisting that he should bring them in. They brought them in, complained. I said, they will learn, just be patient. Because you see, this is important. I'm coming from the University of Cape Coast where we have a very huge faculty of arts and we have a very huge auditorium. And I understand that those days, the auditorium was built by a Romanian. And when anything went wrong, our people didn't know what to do. And I didn't think we should carry it to our new building. So I want to use this opportunity to thank them for tolerating my what they saw at the beginning as disturbance, but I think that finally it was done. So I have a very, very special attachment to you, Has, because I was also here when we commissioned it. So it's like homecoming of sorts, and coming to find students is always refreshing. All the things you were doing, I've seen them over, but it's always fun to see them again anyway. Let me congratulate you on your whole week, or the week you have dedicated to issues that affect you. And I just want to remind all of us, when I saw the front row being introduced, I noticed there were others, the president of the FOBA group or something like that. So others have come before this executive. Many more will come after you. What matters is the example you leave. So it's never about yourself. When you put it at your personal level, I think you lose too much. It's also about others. It's also about the path you are making. And that is how any family grows. That's how any community grows. That's how any nation grows. That's not to say they'll be perfect. They are human. But I believe you listen to advice. You learn from your predecessors. What they did right, what they didn't go right, and so on. And then you become an even stronger executive. Your topic is very apt. It's about your role in achieving universal health coverage in Ghana and how we can avoid it's avoidable deaths. I like that one. It means there are some deaths that needn't happen. And I think it's not just the death, but it's also about all the things that go on in our healthcare delivery. And I think this is why this program was created 10, 12 years ago, if I remember correctly. And a lot of us supported that because we thought that if you went to the hospital, the same doctor diagnosing, the same doctor prescribing, the same doctor may even move to the lab and get things straight, may even move to the theater and get things organized for surgery. Wouldn't that person be tired? And in the end, what will the results be? So you have come in to fill a very, very, very important load. Not load as in weight, load as in LODE, which you all understand. So as the Vice Chancellor said, whether it is assistant or it's not necessary. You have a unique role to play. And I want to urge you to make your role as unique as you can. You have to be very knowledgeable. And I'm glad that you have some of the best qualified faculty to teach you in your various campuses. Listen to them. Learn from each other. Add knowledge to what you are receiving in the lecture theater. We can never fill everything in the lecture theater. That is why the libraries exist. Make use of them. Bounce the ideas off each other. Accept if your idea is not going fast, it won't kill you. Rather, you become a better person because you are in a position to accept a more superior argument. It doesn't hurt. It rather opens opportunities. So as I said, the burden for the physician tended to be too heavy and therefore created this role. So it is a way in which we are devolving a role to you. It's role sharing, isn't it? More than anything. And the PA has to be so well trained as to step in when necessary. I'm not surprised that some of you are managing hospitals, or you are the first point of call when there's no doctor, because you are capable, or you don't believe it. You are not even saying it with conviction. So yes, you may not have been appointed as a nurse, but you must understand the job of the nurse and cooperate with that nurse. You may not be in the lab, but you must understand the job of the lab technician and be able to cooperate. Every so often, I don't know where we got that from, but it's all about the self and it's me and my position. It's not taking us anywhere. We must learn to cooperate with each other. And I think your work places you in a unique place to make that happen. Because you have all these people around you and you are working with them. So you are setting the examples that we must all learn. But in that same context comes some kind of comparison that sometimes is not very, very healthy. We begin to compare. Oh, I'm doing as much as this person. I should be paid as much. I'm doing more. I should be paid more. I'm doing this. I'm not saying they are bad arguments. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that when you play your role so well, when you play your role, many doors will open to you. Just take that from me. Play it well. It's not about, because you see, those comments finally lead to frustration. They lead to dissatisfaction. And you may not even see the strength in what you are doing. Play your role and play it very, very well. Handle it so well that it does not degenerate into self-doubt or, jealousy or envy, or even lack of appreciation of what you are doing. Murmuring and happiness, it will give you illness. How much money will cure your illness? So, you were talking about career path. It's very important. And it's very important that we hold dialogues with you. We need to be constantly dialoguing. And most of the time we say, oh, government should create spaces for us. What if you go to government and say, these are the spaces we want? How about that? Because we have sat down, we have thought about it. These are the paths we think we can follow to grow. How about that? Can you add that to your agenda? Otherwise, you leave it. Yeah, government will also tell you what they have. And if you don't like it, then it's like we are beginning to fight. We don't need that. So, grow your profession to make it unique. Let me use the example of when the single spine was signed into law. And I remember on campus before then, they had visited us a lot and so on. And are there any administrative staff here? Okay, it's all right. So on the campus, we have the administrative, we have the academic and so on. And we're always talking about equivalents, aren't we? Oh, this one is, and I kept telling my people in administration that if I were an administrator, I wouldn't care what the academics were getting. I will tell the team what I am doing and what I deserve. Maybe it will be more than them. Why do I want an equivalent? I'm not an academic, and I don't have to be an academic. I have chosen to be in administration, and this is what I need to grow. So sometimes those comparisons don't help you. In the end, they just hem you in. Look at your own self. See where you are going. Keep your eye, keep your focus. Plan to excel. And every so often we hear, oh, it wasn't easy. Nothing in life is supposed to be easy. Nothing, absolutely nothing is supposed to be easy. It's a question of striving, it's a question of trying, it's a question of making mistakes, it's a question of learning from your mistakes, and it's a question of you keep moving. That is what it is. And one of the things I find interesting about medicine or health-related courses is that it's so broad. The interests, the areas are very broad. The Vice Chancellor was telling you, in order to grow, In medicine, you need everything, don't you? You need every discipline. It's not STEM anymore. It's not even STEAM. I was at UNESCO when all those arguments came. And we know why we stepped in. Let's use this example today. We've had the musicians, haven't we? What do you describe them? Are they the humanities? Are they the sciences? Anyone? Listen, you called me as a teacher, so there's a class. Is it the sciences or the arts? Is arts? What is sound? Sound is physics. Isn't it? Sound is physics. So how did it become arts? And in your healing process, don't you need music? You need music. You need color. The way a word is painted, not just somebody gave us paint, so we are using it. The color has an effect on the mind and on healing. So you need the artist. You need the artist. You need the language expert. Somebody has had a tragedy. You need to go and speak with the person. What will you say? Is that the time to say it's pi r squared? Or will you use that? So you need all the disciplines. Some diagnosis has come. And the doctor says you must avoid, I don't know, let's say carbohydrates. How do you break it down to the patient? So it's about food, it's about nutrition. They're all part of it. It's almost like law. It's not only those who in the humanities that must do law. Medical people must do law. Architect, everything, everybody is open to everybody. And somehow, when we come to medicine, we feel that if you talk to any little person, a little child, I want to do medicine. It's interesting. And then you ask them, what do you mean? They haven't thought about it. It's okay, they are that age. But even as they grow, they feel the doctor is only the person who is in the theater doing an incision. It's more than that. That is where you come in. You are so particularly privileged because you are being open to so many options. All the things we talked about and more, there are options for you. You have all the opportunities to specialize anywhere you want. Take advantage of it. Learn and learn well. Learn from your peers, learn from the establishment, learn from those you meet at the hospital, those who are older or wiser or anything in between. Everybody has something to learn. Everybody has something to share. And of course, in primary health care, for me, the preventive part is the most important. What can we do to ensure that we don't even end up in the hospital to complain that people are shouting at us? So community work is very important. And engaging the community is very important. Those of us who've been to university, our small education we have had, come and see us in the street. Let's be humble. There's so much we can learn. There's so much available for us to learn. If we recognize that, yes, there's something we know, but there's also a lot we don't know. And others have a lot we can learn from. Otherwise, how are we going to do our community health? We just go there and say your water is bad and so on. They wouldn't want to see the back of our heads alone, again, let alone the front of our faces. Because we've gone and talked down to them. Because the language part hasn't worked well. You see? The person is sitting there waiting for the name to be mentioned. Araba, that woman is your grandmother. How should you have talked to her? You have her forms, you know her age. Could have been more polite. Do you get it? So you need all the disciplines. And I think holistic education is one that brings all the disciplines together. The hair splitting we are following, I don't think is very, very helpful. And at one of the final things I want to talk about is supervision. Once you went and submitted yourself to an interview, they gave you the job description. Why do you need another person to come and sit on top of you to see whether you are doing the work or not? What you need that supervisor to do is to impart more knowledge to you, to guide you. But sometimes we don't make it that way. So then the fight begins. He doesn't like me, and I don't. Nobody goes to work to like anyone. We go to work. And if in the process we become friends, all the better. But the initial impulse is to get the work done. And depending on the way we carry ourselves, we can make friends, we can also not make friends. So I want you to be very, very mindful of it. And avoidable death is not just, sometimes it's just that the place is not functioning well. You hardly go to many hospitals at 11 p.m. with the patient and see that the labs are working. Alai. Most of the places are closed. The doctor is on call. Sometimes the communication isn't very good. You have to keep the patient there from 11 if you are lucky to have a bed. Or you must send the patient home and bring the patient in the morning. All those hours, what can go wrong? What can go right? We need these places to be working 24/7. And it doesn't mean that the same doctor should go in the morning and sleep there till the following day. That's not what it's about. It has to function well, like it functions everywhere else. You need a good shift system. We rather took the shift system to the schools and look at the mess. You need the shift system in the places of work for things to function properly. The president talked about harmonized programs. I'm very surprised because I thought that is what the NCTE ought to be doing. Or today it's called the commission. That is why some of us were not very happy about bringing NAB into NCTE. We said, leave this place alone. Because if NAB has stood on its own, and they were doing very well, they would not have allowed some of them to run until they've done the right thing, until they've harmonized the programs. The medical programs are harmonized. Why not the PA programs? And they should be submitted to periodic checks. It's about human life. You can't joke with that. So I was trying to send a text to a colleague of mine there to find out why aren't the programs harmonized. And if they are not, please ensure that they are. It's very important. So that they can get the proper accreditation. And then we know that regardless where you trained. And in fact, we started doing this even with ECOWAS. And we managed to make progress with the sciences. So that if you are a doctor in Ghana and you want to go and work in Gambia, it's the same thing. And when you have that kind of accreditation, and when you have that kind of harmonization, and then you also have that kind of standardization, then the doctor in Gambia, the doctor in Ghana, if they want to work in Canada, you don't have to make many, many references because you don't have pockets of standardization in various countries. These things are very important. And all of us, we know about measurement and evaluation. These are the fundamentals of them. So all this, it's not everything that is popular that is useful. So let us watch those things. And let us watch them very, very, very closely. Populism doesn't always serve the people well. It's about what matters. It's about what you can carry with you as you move forward. These things are very, very important. I want to urge all of you. I know we've always talked about the SDGs. All of these are in there. I don't want to embarrass anyone by asking how many of us have bothered to read the Africa We Want 2063. came 2 solid years before the SDGs. So please find out. It's not a question for you to answer. I'll leave you with homework of reading. So please find out what's in it, what's under health. When, of course, the SDGs we all know. Like the MDGs, we knew them back and forth. How many of us know about Ghana's 40-year development plan? Let us also find out. Interesting documents, interesting guides. They are there for us. We don't have to start, creating the wheel all over again. But you can use it, and it will be very, very helpful. So I want to congratulate you. I want to encourage you to keep your focus. Learn all you can learn. Learn more. Make good use of your time on the campuses. There's one advice I used to give my own children, and I've been giving to my students ever since. And now that you brought yourself in here without permission, I'll call you my students. I don't mean the older people. I mean my people out there. I don't mean Togbe and the people sitting up here. At the end of the day, just ask yourself, how much of my time have I spent on my studies? Be truthful to yourself. You don't have to tell anybody. It's an exercise you do for yourself. And I'm not talking about how much time I've spent in the lecture theater. No, that doesn't count. Your free time. Your free time. How much of it have you spent on the reason why you are in that institution? Then you will know whether you are making progress or not. It will not be about your lecturer. It will not be about the government. It will not be about your mother or your father who loves you or doesn't love you. It's about you. I wish you the best of luck in realizing your vision. And Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you very much.
Oh,
so much. Yes, this program has probably been sponsored by some companies, and we want to give them some opportunity to talk. I want to invite Dr. Ninseko Abi. He is the Managing Director for Mega Life Sciences to give us a brief presentation, and we'll be out of here. Thank you. Round of applause. Let's welcome Dr. Abi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I want to stand on all existing protocols in day 1 and 2 193. My name is Dr. Nisi Kwabiasho, Superintendent Pharmacist and the Product Manager for Mega Life Sciences Ghana Limited. Mega Life Sciences is a pharmaceutical company. We originate from Australia and Thailand, and we are well known for producing high quality, cost-effective medicine. Ghana Pharmaceutical Students Association. Last year, we also collaborated quite actively with the association. This year, we decided to really further. So, as part of your health week, we made a solution of some of our key plans and also gave some cash donations to help users. Thank you. To organize your free medical screening event to do this Wednesday at the Central Market. We are very proud to be associated with you, and we want to wish you all the very best in your health week celebration. Thank you very much.
Oh, we can do it better for him. Yes, all too soon. We've come to the ceremony. We'll take closing remarks from Togbe Chair. Keep clapping. We can do it better. Do it better. Do it better. All right. So there's a quick presentation from our keynote speakers and from JM. I think I'll give the mic to Honorable Bajra to do that presentation for us. Quick one. You can keep clapping. Clapping. Clap.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Togbe, sorry. Mr. President, can you come? From Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who you invited for this year's program. He has 5,000 cedis for you. To be used as part of your health outreach, as you have written to him. Thank you very much.
Wow. And you have a round of applause again. Without wasting much time, on behalf of the National Executive Council, on behalf of all my national executive, my local executive, my organizing committee members, both here and those who are not able to come, I want to extend our sincere appreciation and gratitude to the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and his representative, though he was not able to make it, Prof. Jaina Naupoko Ajiman, for such an honor done with. We hope that as students, the keynote speakers, and all the conversation we have had will put it into good faith and will exhibit a high sense of professionalism in wherever we find ourselves. And we will always remember that during our 2023 week celebration, we had our keynote speaker, who is a mother to us all. Thank you so much.
Oh, you can do it better than this.
Oh, you clap your hands.
Okay. All right. So, Togbe. Follow. Togbe, let me follow.
All right, so thank you very much once again for assembling here from various parts of the country for this very important week celebration. The PA, I understand, is an all-round person who should be posted experience, they want to buy another car. How can we succeed doing that? As young men who are trying to come up, take over. So please, let us be as moderate as possible to help build a strong case for us. I will be happy if from there you don't want to go away from government to give you job. If you can form 2, 3, or 5 groups, talk to a few people who can give groups and start something with. After 4, 5, 6 years, you see where you will be. So let us aspire. We should not be satisfied with a little we have. And in doing all of this, we need a lot of sacrifice. As Dr. will tell you, you don't have any business sleeping as if you are competing with the dead, expecting to make it well in the land of the living. Let us do some sleep. Let us do some sleep to help us develop. I don't want to bore you so much. I would like to welcome you once again to Go. It's a very beautiful place. You are free to come around and enjoy yourselves. And also, remember we are still in Ghana, so the laws are working. Take very good care of yourself. And thanks once again for cooperating at this event. I thank all the speakers for your wonderful contributions. God bless you all and enjoy yourself.
Of course, you can't be sleeping like you are competing with the dead and expect to make it in the land of the living. Put that one in your pocket. Yes, this is the word from Togbe. Yes, so we'll take a vote of thanks from Mr. Ernest Ajari. Mr. Ernest Ajari, if it's not there, the president, you can do that for us quickly. Do the vote of thanks so that we'll take a closing prayer from Miss Georgina Klufi. Will be getting ready to give us the closing prayer. Then we are out of here. Let's clap for Presido as he comes to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Before I give the vote of thanks, I would want to plead with all authorities to appreciate the presence of our first ever PASAG National President, His Excellency Mr. George Winlove. Let's appreciate him. He's the first PASAG National President. I happens to be the eighth PASAG National President. And then in the next 2 months, I would also be handing over so that new leadership can come. I would want to thank the Almighty God. In fact, putting such a program together hasn't been easy. Bringing a lot of students from the length and breadth of Ghana isn't easy. But the good Lord has been very faithful to us with respect to our organizing and our engagement with stakeholders and people that we wanted them to come and engage us. And we are happy to announce that none of the people that we humbly engaged disappointed. They all came, and in fact, you can actually appreciate the important messages and inspirations that they have given us. Personally, I am inspired, and I hope that you are too. We also want to extend our sincere gratitude to former Vice Chancellor and then the former Education Minister for taking time off her busy schedules to be with us and giving us such a wonderful keynote speak. We hope and we believe that whatever she has said, take it into consideration and we'll work accordingly. We also want to thank our Member of Parliament, Honorable, for taking time off his busy schedules to join us. We understand that parliamentary proceedings are easy. And so to have such an honorable member leaving all things to grace your occasion, he deserves a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Again, we also want to appreciate our Royal Highness from the Asogli State. In fact, this is our first time having a PASAG National Week celebration that we have been honored to have Royal Highness being in our presence. Please, let's give a round of applause to them. It will continue to be in our archive and our memory that one day when we came to Volta region, we were well received. Again, we want to thank the representative of the Volta regional minister. The last time we made a follow-up, we told that he wished to be here, but he wanted to meet us. but unfortunately he was not able. Regardless, he sent a delegation. We want to thank Honorable for taking time off his busy schedule to visit us. Again, let's, with a big round of applause, appreciate the Vice Chancellor and then the Registrar for the University of Health and Alliance. Oh, please, you can stand on your feet. You can stand on your feet and appreciate her so much. Had it not been by his support, you wouldn't have had this opportunity to come to UHAS and to see what we are seeing. Prof, we ask the good Lord to continue to bless you and guide you in all that you do. You've been very supportive from day one, since the launch of the week celebration throughout its activity, getting accommodation, getting help financially, spiritually, morally, and everything. We thank you so much. Finally, to the Chief Executive Officer of DAX Pharmaceutical, with a round of applause, let's well, he transported all items from Accra to Volta region. He's doing so much for the physician assistant fraternity. I want to thank the local president. I hold you in high esteem. Our local executives, every one of you that took time to grace this occasion. This is just the beginning. We have exciting programs from now to Friday. Let's cooperate. Let's make sure that we engage when we go for the workshop, so that at the end of the day, we can have a collective document to present to stakeholders to work on it for us. May the good Lord continue to bless us and guide us in all our endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, also for your vote of thanks. Ms. Georgina Klufio, come and give us the closing prayer, and we'll take photos. We'll take photos in an order. I'll tell you how the photography will go. Yes.
Please, let's bow down our heads as we pray. Gracious God, we are so much grateful for the gift of life, for your faithfulness upon our lives. We thank you for bringing us here safely and sound. We thank you for a successful program today. We pray we commit ourselves in your hands, that even as we move to our various homes or hostels, we pray in the name of Jesus that you be with us. May you deliver us from every snare and the connectivity of the fowler. We pray that you be with us through till Friday. We thank you. In Jesus' name have we prayed. Amen.
So there's going to be an order for photography. So the presidency, the PASAG National Presidency, take a picture. Photographers, are you ready? So PASAG National President and executives should come in front. After that, we'll take announcements. So I think we. So the executives, the national executives. So you stand here. This just there. Okay. They will come down.
All year for this night, and the snow is
introduce Professor David Abdul and the crowd. These live lectures in University School held at the Life Sciences Lecture in August 2020. Introduce Professor David Abdul and the crowd. These live lectures in University School held at the Life Sciences Lecture in August 2020. Marking the milestone of 100 University Vice appointed in 2000 educational journey the university in PhD with nurses from the university distinguished academic Professor Adiato brings 21 years in English academic experience which earns serves as professional nurse from the leadership team at the University of Ghana. Professor Okono Echema research nurse in areas aspiring John Chang Minister of Education as president of NHI chapter of Singapore Center of Child Excellence.
So we are taking a group photography. Yes. You can. Okay.
Introduce Professor David Abdul and the crowd. These live lectures in University held at the Life Sciences Lecture in August 2020. Marking the milestone of 100 University Vice appointed in 2000 educational journey the university in PhD with nurses from the university distinguished academic Professor Adiato brings 21 years in English academic experience which earns serves as nurse from the leadership team at the University of Ghana. Professor Okono Echema research nurse in areas aspiring John Chang Minister of Education as president of NHI chapter of Singapore Center of Child Excellence globally. He's a global influencer.
All right, so we are taking with the national executives. So the rest of us can sit down while national executives with the dignitaries will take. National executives. So the national executives with dignitaries are taking the pictures. National executives, are you done? The local executives. Local executives with dignitaries. Where are you? Are you all there already? Okay, it's fine. Don't wait for the that's all. Yes, please. So observe some announcements whilst the dignitaries take leave of us. We invite the secretary, PASAG secretary, to come and give us the announcements as to how the rest of the programs will go on. PASAG secretary, come and give us the announcements whilst the dignitaries take leave of us. So please, let's observe the announcements whilst dignitaries take leave of us.
Good afternoon once again. I stand on existing protocols and let's pay attention to these few announcements. So we've closed the first session of today's program. and as you are exiting, let's use this door. Then we go to, there is another door there. You stand right in front of it, and we have a special package for you before you leave. And secondly,